Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And this is our recipe of the week, and it is
Tuscan butter shrimp.
Let's get to it.
Okay, so we're going to start with a large skillet over medium-high heat, and we're going to heat this 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're going to use avocado oil. It doesn't matter. But when I do, I don't measure it out. I just do like that. That's 1 tablespoon probably. And that's another tablespoon probably.
Sure.
Because I'm too lazy to get a spoon out for that. So we're going to heat that. Okay, so while we're waiting for that oil to heat up, we're going to take our shrimp and we're going to add a little salt. And a little black pepper. We're going to mix that around. We're going to make sure we have our shrimp seasoned. Okay. And it's probably good, huh? Mm-hmm. We're going to start adding our shrimp into the skillet. You don't want to crowd them and you don't want to stack them on top of each other. You want them laid out like so. They are going to cook really quick. Says about 2 minutes, and then you flip it.
Don't flip
it. And on that side, you're gonna when they're opaque. I think I said that on the last time we recorded this video. Opaque. I don't know how to say that word. And then we're going to get a plate and set those aside when they are ready. Okay, so it's been close to 2 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and start flipping the ones that look like they're already kind of opaque or golden on the bottom side. It was laying like this. See? So it'll kiss the bottom of them and then they'll be done. You want to do this a little bit for me? This wears my arm out, so Joel's going to do the back side and flip them for me. Okay, so we're going to start pulling the ones off that was the first ones that we flipped over. And you just want it to be opaque. It shouldn't look translucent anymore. Alright, we're going to reduce down to a medium, and we're going to add the 3 tablespoons of butter. Oh, I missed one.
Take that away.
Okay, and when the butter is melted, we are going to stir in some garlic. Okay, you can go ahead and add it. I might be. We don't waste garlic here. Nope. Okay, so we're going to let that go for about 1 minute. We're basically looking for that garlic fragrant smell. That's about right, I think. Okay, and now we're going to add some cherry tomatoes. We took the cherry tomatoes and we halved them. We halved them. Okay. And we're going to season that with some salt and pepper. Okay. And what we're going to be looking for is for the tomatoes to begin to burst. You'll see the skin start to kind of shrivel up on them. And then we'll know that it's time to move on to the next step. Okay, so we've got them to burst. You see, they look like that, a little shriveled. Hopefully that's coming through. I don't know if I'm getting a glare on it. Hopefully you can see them wilting in the skillet. Or they look like they burst, the skins kind of shrivel up. Now we're going to add spinach. It says to add 3 cups. We just buy one of these. That's a 5-ounce container. Oops. And I spill half of them on the floor. But this is less than 3 cups. How dare you? So, basically trying to work it around. You've worked with spinach. Most people have, and they know what's going to happen. It's going to look like nothing in a few minutes. It's going to wilt down. You'll be like, where's the spinach? We will be linking in the description the recipe that we're using, where we got it from, and you can also check out all the measurements and stuff. Okay, so we got that wilted. Now we're going to stir in half a cup of heavy cream and a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. So it did call for a 1/4 cup of fresh basil, but we at times will just not buy the basil so that we don't have to worry about it going bad. And we'll just use dried. It's alright, you can do that. It may not have quite the flavor that it would have if it was fresh basil, but it is a lot cheaper. You also don't want to put the same measurement. Like if it's 1/4 cup of fresh basil, you don't want to put a 1/4 cup of dried basil. That's going to be really too much basil for you. Okay, so we have that all mixed in there, and we're going to, as you can see, it's starting to simmer. So that's what we want the mixture to turn to a simmer, and we're just going to reduce the heat to a low and let it reduce a little bit for about 3 minutes. Okay, so it's reduced down some, and it's been about 3 minutes. Now what we're going to do at this point is we're going to add our shrimp back to it, because we just want to heat that shrimp back a little bit, because it's been sitting on the counter getting cold, so we want to heat it back up a little bit. So we're just going to add that in and let that cook for a few minutes just to make sure it's nice and hot. Okay, so the very last step, the recipe actually said to serve it with lemon wedges garnishing it, but we just tend to do everything buffet style here. We cash like that. So, so since I'm not plating food up and I'm just letting them get it right out of the skillet, I just put a little on there myself. Make sure you put that hand out to catch the seed. Okay, and then just gonna add just a little more basil, and we're good to go.
Alright, well that's all for today's recipe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and smash that notifications bell for notifications when we post new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes Saturday, and sometimes lives during, whenever we want to. Put a comment below. Tell us if you tried any of our recipes. If you're going to try this one, just comment below and let us know what you're doing with those.
That's right. And tag us on Instagram at The Long Run with Joel and Christy if you decide to make this.
Yeah.
Show us your creation.
Absolutely. So I think that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
Don't forget it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.